welcome. It's really nice to have all of you on this call. We're going to get started in a seated position, and you get to choose if you want to block underneath your sit bones. I'm going to bring a block in between my heels to sit back and allow your hands to rest in your lap. And close your eyes. Arrive in this place, this place of noticing, that you've carved out time to be with your body, to be with your heart, on this mat. And if there's anything that is cloudy in your mind right now, simply allow your breath to begin to wash away any of those thoughts, any feelings of anxiousness. Maybe it's sadness, or maybe you're absolutely full of joy in this moment. And you sit and you be with that. And blink open your eyes. And we're gonna work a breath called Nadi Shodhana. So with your right hand, bring your ring finger and your thumb together to touch. Okay, so we're gonna use both of these fingers on our nose. Okay, drop your two fingers in, like your peace fingers in. Then you'll have the ring and the thumb out. And you'll bring your right hand, your thumb to your right nostril. And you'll plug your nostril. Inhale through your left. Plug your left with your ring finger. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Plug your right. Exhale through your left. Inhale left. Plug left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left. Exhale right. And right. Plug right. Exhale left. Continue to do this breath a few more rounds. And don't worry if you mess it up. You breathe in a couple times on one side over the other. Okay, this is a practice of breath to help balance the nervous system. Okay, over time, it might become more accessible for you. Okay, but what it does is it helps to balance the right and the left hemispheres of our brain. Okay, and actually allows our body and our nervous system to anchor down a little bit more into our center. And once you've completed by exhaling through the right, you can go ahead and bring your hands back to your lap and tune in to the difference, to the sitting and the noticing in your body. Okay, after taking on Nadi Shodhana. If your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes and you're going to cross your thumbs on top of one another and take like wings with your hands. Bring your hands over your heart, okay, and simply think about one intention that you'd like to invite in for your practice. Okay, what's the first thing that shows up in your mind when I set intention? Okay, and if it's a negative thing, work to turn it into something that you would actually like to create. So shift that perspective and seal your intention into your heart. Nice. You open your arms up high, reach up, look up towards your ceiling, bring your hands down, heart center. Walk your fingertips forward. If you have both of your blocks, if you're not sitting on them, you can also walk your blocks forward. Reach your body forward and round your spine. And now walk your fingertips back all the way towards the back of your side ribs and your hips, and simply take a gentle extension open through your chest. Okay. And then walk forward, fingers. Okay. Come forward, reach your arms long, hug your arms in towards each other, round your spine. Inhale, and then exhale, slowly walk up, moving with intention and grace. Take an extension of the spine. Okay, lift open through your chest, look up with your eyes, and slowly come back to neutral. Tabletop pose. If you have your block underneath you, remove that. And bring your blocks to the side of your mat. Okay, hands and knees, and begin to do big hip circles to the left. And as you do these hip circles, see if you can really pour your weight into all directions as you move. Okay, imagine that your hips are cleaning out the side of a honey jar. And you want to get all of that honey off the sides. And so you can become a little bit more sweeter. Or maybe you're already sweet enough. And now switch to the opposite side. Okay. But allow this practice to be that sweet for you, graceful. Okay. A practice of gratitude, okay, as you live in this body. Okay. Come back to center. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Press the floor away from you. Soften the backs of your knees. Keep lifting your hips up towards the ceiling. And bring a little softness through your elbows. So bend your elbows slightly. And as you do that, hug your arm bones in towards each other. Notice the stability of your hands and your feet on the earth. Okay, full breath in. Breath out, bend your knees. Walk forward to the top of your mat. Walk your feet mat width distance and grab opposite elbows, ragdoll. Let your head hang heavy. Okay, you can shake your head out, yes, and shake it out, no, or stay in this static shape. And breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, release your hands down to your mat. If you have two blocks, go ahead and grab your blocks and bring your hands underneath the blocks. Lift up for a halfway lift, blocks on the highest height. Okay, shift your hips back and keep pulling your crown of the head forward and bow. Again, halfway lift, press into your blocks, pull them in the direction of your toes without moving them. Hug your inner heels, strong lower body, forward fold. One more, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine, and bow. Catch your hips with your hands, bend your knees deeply so your chest can actually rest on your thighs. Press into your feet and lift all the way up, Tadasana, mountain, hands up, hands to heart pose, pause. Nice. Reach all the way up towards the ceiling, forward fold, bow. halfway lift, hands on your blocks. Step your left knee back and down towards the floor. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, low lunge. Full breath in, full breath out. Hands back down, standing splits. Reach your left foot, left leg up towards the ceiling. Okay, stay here and breathe. Rotate your left ankle. You can bend into your right knee any amount that you need. Okay, left foot meets right. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise up, mountain pose, look up. Hands to heart, pause. Reach all the way up, mountain, forward fold. Halfway lift. This time step your right knee back and down, low lunge, arms up towards the ceiling. Okay, squeeze your inner thighs together. Full breath in. Hands down, standing splits. Shift your weight to your forward foot, reach your right leg up. Okay. Again, bend in your left knee. Maybe you rotate your right ankle one way and the other. And just notice where your foot is on the earth. Okay. Right foot meets left. Halfway lift. This time, move your blocks off of your mat. If you have your blocks, hands plant on the earth. Step back, high plank. Lower all the way down towards the floor. Low cobra. Scoop your chest. Reach up through the back of your head and actively glue your legs into the floor. Forehead down. Okay, tuck your toes. And elbows hug in. Press up, high plank on your knees or without the knees. Nice. Downward facing dog. Okay, lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, open your hips. Okay. Rotate your ankle. Maybe you do hip circles through your left hip and your left knee in one direction. So you choose, okay, and you listen to what brings a little bit more fluidity into your body. And reach your left leg straight. Left foot meets right. Three-legged dog, right leg up. Bend your right knee, open your hips. Rotate your ankle. Or go for it and take bigger motion by rotating your right hip in one direction and then the other. You notice where you need to press down more into your hands, where you need to create a little bit more stability as you rotate your leg. Extend your right leg long. Right foot meets left. A downward facing dog. Stay and breathe. Lift your heels over your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward or float all the way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Utkatasana, chair. Reach your arms up. Nice. And fold forward. Okay, walk your feet hip-width distance apart or wider. Okay. Toes can be straight forward or they can be slightly out. Okay, bring your hands to your hips. Go back up to a chair shape. Okay, this time, bring your right hand across your knee and your thigh. Okay, left hand behind your head. Nice. So what we're doing is we're fixing our pelvis so our upper torso can move. Bring your left elbow towards your right elbow. And now open up through your rib basket, which is also known as your rib cage. And keep your pelvis neutral. Begin to move between both of these shapes, in and out. And see if this movement is operating from more above your waistline or below the waistline. So we're looking for creating spaciousness in the backside of our upper body. Allow your head to rotate, look up towards the ceiling, and come back down, and lift up, and slowly release. Forward fold, halfway lift, bow. Hands to hips, lift back up for a chair. This time left hand rests on your knees. So left elbow, left knee, left hand on your right knee. Right hand behind your head. Begin to move in and out of this shape on this side. Okay, the movement doesn't have to be quick, but it definitely can be nourishing if you allow it. One of the biggest things in this practice is learning to keep our pelvis back, okay, as we move through the upper body and still stay in this rounded position as a way to protect the spine. Nice. For 3, 2, nice work, Jen, and 1. This time fold forward and shake your legs out. You can just lift one leg and shake it out. Lift the other leg, shake it out. Nice. And from here, ground into your feet, roll one vertebrae up at a time, all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Hands to heart, pause. Okay, or drop your hands alongside your body and just notice, okay, where your feet are on the earth. Notice the pace of your heart. Okay, maybe the flow of your breath as it moves in and out of your body. Okay, for me, just doing that gentle movement really actually increases my heart rate. So the practice here is to teach our bodies how to down-regulate, to go from an increased heart rate to a more neutralized, rest and relaxed state. Yes. All right, let's continue to build upon that. All right, so reach your arms up high towards the ceiling, bow forward. Halfway lift, high to low. Upward facing dog or low cobra. Legs very strong. Lengthen through the top of your head. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Okay, full breath in. Full breath out. Lift your heels up, empty your breath. Float or step forward. Halfway lift. Bow. Utkatasana chair pose. Cactus your arms wide. And reach your arms up towards the ceiling and bow. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Step your right knee in towards your chest. Right foot steps in between your hands. Crescent lunge. Reach your arms high up towards the ceiling. Nice. Full breath in. Okay, as you breathe out, bring your right knee a little more forward, straighten through your back leg. And get your legs really strong and turn on your back glute. So get your left glute to really activate here. And let there be stability. Your glutes are your biggest muscles of your body. So you really want to turn them on. And cactus your arms. Okay, bring your forearms together around your spine. And exhale, cactus with nice fixed legs. Nice forearms together. Okay, and open cactus. You can always keep your back knee down. Okay, one more, forearms touch. Open cactus. Interlace your hands, bring them behind your head, open through your chest. Open your elbows wide. Nice. Hands back to the mat. Three-legged dog. Keep your right leg up and back. Nice. Reach it high. Right foot meets left. Shift forward, high plank. Downward facing dog. Again, shift forward, high plank. Notice the strength of your long body. Downward facing dog. Okay, bring your left knee into your chest. Hug it in. Step it between your hands. Again, you can always have blocks underneath your hands too. Crescent lunge. Rise up. Nice. Lift your right heel high over your right toes. As if you are imagining, Barbie's feet. Think about Barbie feet. Keep lifting high. Strong legs. Arms up. Okay. Full breath in. And full breath out. Cactus your arms. Okay. Bring your forearms together around your spine. Legs stay where they are. And cactus, open for extension. Learning to articulate our upper body and our spine while our lower body is fixed. And open. Last one. Hug in, forearms touch or hands touch. Exhale, open. And reach high. Hands back to your mat. Three-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Stretch it long. And left foot meets right. Drop to your knees. Okay, go ahead and lift up. And let's shake our arms out. That was a lot of work for our arms. Okay, it was a lot of work for our legs too, but let's allow some freedom here. Nice. Really good work. Maybe up and down. You can bend at your elbows. Let the hands come behind your head. So when we're working the lower body, we also want to learn, can our upper body be a little more soft or vice versa? Nice. And creating diverse and free movement here. Okay. And come back to tabletop. This time bring your forearms down to the mat. And if it's better that your toes are tucked here for stability, great. If not, toes can be untucked. Okay. Left hand behind your head, elbows up. Okay. Hug left elbow to right elbow. Round and extend. Okay. Round and open. One more. Hug in, round, breathe in deeply. Exhale, lift. Okay, and switch hands, left hand down, right hand behind your head, open, rotate through your upper body, hug, elbow to elbow, rotate, look up, and you might not move very much, and that's perfectly fine. And it's not about how much you move, that we're learning though to open up through our intercostal muscles. Nice. Both forearms down. A forearm plank. Press your hips up. Press your heels to the back of your mat. Okay. Come onto your right forearm. For side plank, rotate to the right side of your feet. Lift your left arm up towards the sky. Nice. Option to always drop onto your right knee for more stability. Now round your hips. Nice. Lift up. As if your hips are like the bottom of a rainbow or the top of the rainbow. Nice. Breathe in, one last breath. May both forearms down. Okay. Pause. Breathe. Rotate to the opposite side. Onto your left forearm, right arm up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your inner thighs. Reach up. Full inhales, full exhales. Both forearms down, slowly lower to your belly. You can drop your knees. Okay, crocodile hands, one hand on top of the other, forehead down. Okay, here in this shape, simply tip your hips back from side to side. Allow any tension that's been built to release. Reach your left arm out alongside your body. So it's going to be perpendicular. So the left arm can be straight, or you can cactus your arm. Here we're going into a shoulder opener. Rotate onto your left shoulder. An option to bring your right foot behind your body, okay, and breathe here. And you can play with positioning your left elbow maybe a little higher or a little bit lower, and that'll change the sensation in your shoulder. Okay. Yeah, nice, Leslie. Okay, slowly roll out. And we'll take the opposite side. This time, extend your right arm long. It can be straight or the elbow can be bent. And use your left fingertips to tip you over a little bit more. And you breathe and receive the entire shape of this pose. Slowly roll out with intention. Instead of slingshotting out, can you be in consciousness as you roll? Lift up to hands and knees, all the way up, downward facing dog. And take a full breath in. And full breath out. Okay. Float or step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow down. And more, lift up halfway. Okay, step your left foot back. Crescent lunge, reach all the way up towards the ceiling. Okay, open your arms, warrior two. Nice. Gaze over your right fingertips. And here, play with integrating in through the legs. So pull the heels together. And also practice pushing the feet apart. Okay, so pull the heels in and push the feet out. And you can also integrate the arms. Okay, so the arms come in as you pull in, the arms cross your body in the front, and then exhale, you press out, arms long. Inhale, hug in. Exhale, press out. One more, hug in. And then extend long, extended side angle, right elbow to right knee, or grab your block and bring it on the highest height on the outside edge of your right foot, left arm up towards the ceiling. And get really, really centered in your body. Both feet are pressing down evenly. And what can you give up here? Okay, to stay and be really fluid and rhythmic in your breath. Nice. Press down into your feet. Reach up, warrior two. Straighten your right leg and reverse your warrior. Okay. And keep your legs straight. Extend your arms long like warrior two arms. A little slight bend in the forward knee, but not like warrior two completely. And now simply press your feet apart, and notice from the pressing the feet apart, allow your right arm to come forward. And then come back up. And now press your feet apart, allow your right arm to come forward and maybe slightly down. And then come back up. One more, this time press your feet apart, allow your body to come forward. Triangle, right hand to your block or your right shin, left arm up towards the ceiling. Okay, eyes up towards your left hand. Full inhales and full exhales. And see if you can keep creating, think the same length on your right side body as you have on your left side body. A long torso, neutral neck. You soften through your jaw. Good. Slowly bend forward into your right knee. Reverse your warrior. Go back and up. Transfer your weight into your right foot. Begin to start pouring weight into your right foot. Bring your right hand to your block or even a water bottle if you don't have a block. Shift forward, okay, for half moon. You reach your left leg up towards the ceiling. Nice. An option to bind. Bend your left knee, catch your left foot. And if you take the bind, kick your left foot into your left hand. Go for it, Allison. Nice. Okay, sometimes if we try it on and we can't catch the foot this time, we might be able to catch it next time. So the effort really is simply in trying easy, not trying hard. All right, let's reverse out. Slowly release your left leg, bend into your right knee, bring your left foot down towards the earth. Reverse your warrior, go back and up. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Release all the way out or just simply step back, downward facing dog. Okay, once you arrive in downward facing dog, check in with your body. What feels different from one side to the other? Is your heart rate increasing or is it slowing down? Do you feel equal weight from the front to the back side of your body? Okay, we have an opportunity always to simply check in and to show up. Okay, this time step your left foot forward. Okay, reach all the way up, crescent. Open up, warrior two. Breathe here, arrive. And let's go through the arm motions. Cross your hands, hug your heels together towards the front side of your body, and then exhale, press your heels apart, create length through your arms. Inhale, hug the heels in. Exhale, reach. One more. Inhale, cross. Exhale, reach. And gaze over your forward hand. Reverse your warrior, look up towards your left hand. Extended side angle, left elbow, left knee, right arm up towards the ceiling. And you can always take your block, and again to the left side of your mat. Press into your feet, get strong, and remember to integrate in the back side of your body. So widen through your back ribs, widen through your low ribs on the back side of your body. And create spaciousness through your neckline and reach your arms apart. Slowly reach up, straighten your left leg, reverse your warrior. Nice. Reach your arms long. Bring your left palm to face up and press your feet apart. Notice the pressing can shift your body forward. Reach through your left fingertips and then slowly come back up. Again, press your feet apart, reach a little bit lower and come back up. Last one, press, reach low, find your hand on your left shin or your block for triangle pose. And shift your gaze here in this shape. So if you always look up towards the ceiling, maybe you tuck your chin slightly and you shift your gaze towards the floor. Okay? Or a different spot on the ceiling, but where can you find a position where your neck is the most neutral in any of the shapes that you allow your eyes to land? creating our neck at its most lengthened shape. Okay, slowly bend into your left knee, press up, reverse your warrior. Okay, look up towards your left hand. All right, back leg strong, forward leg strong, and now begin to shift weight into your left foot. Bring your left hand to your block and shift forward, half moon. Reach your right leg up towards the ceiling. Press through your right heel and reach through your right arm. Nice. Stay here or bend your right knee. See if you can catch your right foot. It might actually be accessible on this side. It might surprise you that your body is different from one side to the other, but all of the clients that I see, this is so true. We want to be symmetrical, but we really begin to learn over time to appreciate the differences from one side to the other. Keep kicking to your foot if you have your bind. Also use the strength of your arm. Pull your foot in. Slowly release your right foot. Bend through your left knee, right hand to your right hip. Let your right foot come down gently to the earth. Inhale, reverse your warrior or move into a reverse triangle, chaturanga dandasana, or downward facing dog. Nice. Okay. Drop down to your knees, child's pose. Okay. This shape is a true reflection of centering the body. A true reflection of learning to surrender and be with all sensation. To receive any shapes before and to prepare for any shapes after. Take a full deep breath in. A full deep breath out. And shift up, downward facing dog. Hips up high to the ceiling. And walk your feet halfway up your mat. Bring your feet wide on your mat. If you have your block, bring your right hand underneath your block. Press down into your hips, press into your block, reach your left arm high up towards the ceiling. Nice. An option to take a gentle bind, left hand behind your back, and it comes around to your upper right thigh. Or maybe simply to your sacrum. Yeah, nice, Jen. And if you have your hand, see if you can bring the palm to face down. Press your palm into your sacrum. Nice. If you have it around the thigh, keep shifting your hips back. Allow your upper torso to rotate open, eyes up towards the ceiling. Okay, and slowly release. Nice and slow on the unwind. Left hand to your block, right hand to your hip, and then up towards the ceiling. Reach high. Okay. Right hand to your sacrum or around to your upper left thigh. Allow this to fix your pelvis. You can rotate open through your torso. Slowly unwind. If you have your block, remove your block, bring your hands to the mat. Step back, high plank. Drop your knees, lower all the way down to the earth. Arms back alongside your body. Salabhasana locust. Reach your fingertips off the mat, reach your thighs, and take flight. Keep expressing out. Okay, hug in to really open your entire body. Engage your toes, engage your fingers, engage the back of your arms. Lift your arms a little higher up towards the ceiling. Okay, slowly release, come all the way down. Cheek to one side of your mat, close your eyes. Okay, relax, rest right here in this moment. Take Salabhasana round 2. This time interlace your hands behind your back. Okay. Press your hands back towards your heels, lift up, and keep tucking your chin. So all of you, tuck your chin a little more. Nice, and reach through the crown of your head. So how long can the back of your neck actually be in this shape? Yeah, really nice adjustments. Slowly lower it down, cheek to the other side. Receive. And breathe. And come up, hands and knees, table. Cross your ankles behind your body and simply tip back and over your heels. Bring your feet to face forward. Nice. Bring your hands behind your hamstrings. Okay, and open through your chest here. Squeeze, take extension, and now press and round. Okay, inhale. And exhale between both shapes. Okay, if you like inhale for extension, you can do that, or you can reverse the breath. Do what feels most natural for you. Okay, but a lot of the intention of this practice is to open up the upper body, okay, without having a really loosey-goosey pelvis. We can create a little bit more freedom in the upper body with a stable pelvis. We have a little bit more access to balance, to not being prone to injury when we twist. Right, back to center, bring your hands down behind your hips and simply tip your knees side to side. And integrate in your arms as well. So as you shift your knees to the left, reach your right arm up and around, maybe down towards the earth, and pause. Feel a deep stretch all the way through your right wrist, through your right armpit, down towards your right hip. And slowly come up, rotate up and around, right hand to the mat, right knees right, reach to the left. Pause and breathe. Okay, this time reach up, knees to the left. We're going to reach forward this time. Reach forward and down. You're going to get a deeper stretch through your left hip. Okay, and up and around, moving like you're back in that honey jar to the opposite side. Reach forward across. And now as you shift, you bring a little weight on top of your right hip. And up, and we're going to do a full round from reaching above the head back down below towards the foot. So reach. Slowly lift up. Work to press your legs into the earth as you rise as well. It's going to bring a little bit more ease as you shift. Left hand reaches far and long. Now press into your legs also to reach and lift your torso. Yeah, nice. All right, knees down, reach across and down. Okay, Okay, slowly lift up. Last one, knees to the right. Reach your left hand across and forward towards your right foot and past it. Slowly come back up. Feet down, knees up. You can grab behind your thighs to allow and help your body to roll one vertebrae down at a time. So map your spine. Low back, mid back, upper back, all the way to the earth. Hug your knees into your chest. Okay, squeeze, rotate the knees in a circular motion. A gentle sacral massage in one direction, and now switch knees to the opposite side. Rock up and down the length of your mat. Up and down. Find yourself up in a seat. Okay, for butterfly, soles of your feet together, knees wide. Okay. You can pull your heels in really close to your pubic bone, or you can have more of a diamond shape with your body and your heels. Okay, whichever one brings a little bit more sensation to your inner groin. Okay, open through your chest and just begin to fly your butterfly with your knees. This is something I like to do with children, but also it's just so nourishing actually for our joints. Because it's not forceful, it's really gentle movement. Okay. So we're waking up our tissues around the joints, and now we're gonna just simply drop in. So you can slowly allow the wings to settle, the flight to be a little softer. And now from here, lift and lengthen through your torso and shift your body forward any amount. If you have your blocks, you can have your blocks underneath your hands as you tip forward. Okay, let your head hang. Close your eyes. Okay, allow the weight of your upper body to bring a little bit more weight down towards your hips and your inner groin for sensation. Okay, but if it's painful, that's when you back off. You lift your torso a little higher. You don't bring as much weight down. And so to remember to always integrate in the checking back, the sukha, the softness of this practice. Okay, slowly lift up. Nice. Okay, you're going to come back forward. Okay, and bring your body back down to the earth. See if you can maybe roll out one vertebrae at a time. Make sure your block is near you. Press into your heels, lift your hips up, bring your block underneath your sacrum. Okay, palms up towards the ceiling. Okay, now that we have our hips lifted a little bit more, we don't have to lift the hips as high off the earth, because we've brought the earth to us. Okay, press into the backs of your arms, backs of your hands press down, press into your feet. Don't lift your hips left, don't lift your hips yet, just notice. Okay, and bring awareness to that pressing down. Okay, from that, your hips kind of naturally want to lift. Okay, so press down and now allow the hips to lift up, maybe just an inch. It's not going to be much. Squeeze your glutes, press to the backs of your shoulders, the back of your head. Okay, slowly, hips back down onto your block. Okay, you can allow the knees to just fall back and forth, not all the way to the earth, but just a little bit of movement through your sacrum. Okay, again, press down into your feet, knees high. Arms down, bridge. Squeeze your glutes, hug your inner thighs. And slowly release, sacrum to the block. This time extend your legs long, okay, to create a stretch through the front chain of your body. Allow your toes to rotate out, your ankles to open. And see how little effort can you invest in this pose outside of your conscious breath. You walk your feet in, knees up. You press into your feet, lift your hips up, and remove your block underneath your back. Hug your knees back into your chest and take happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet, okay, or your shins or the backs of your hamstrings, okay, and tip from one side to the other. See if you can tip so much that your knees fall to the outside edges of your rib cage and touch the floor every single time you tip. And check in now. Okay. When you go to one side or the other, do you tip more quickly over? Or is it an equal amount of motion from one side to the other? I know when I go to the left, it's so much more slow and also kind of bumpy. And that's just something for me to be aware of. So bring awareness, begin to recognize and learn, what is it that your body enjoys doing? Where's the resistance? So that just means I need to practice rotating more to my left side. It's a little uncomfortable. It's not really painful, but again, you train your body to get rid of pain to the point where it's right before the pain begins to occur. So now for my adjustment here, it's like I don't rotate my left knee all the way down towards the floor. I only rotate it about halfway. So then my body begins to think, oh, it's safe again. It's safe. I can do that. And that's when the tissues begin to lose their inflammation. The nervous system begins to respond. And this is a really basic way to explain it because this shape is pretty forgiving. Right, hug both knees into your chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze everything in. Also bring your forehead in. Okay, open everything up. Okay, and set yourself up for Shavasana. Feet out long, arms out long. If you have your blocks, or any form of object that's weighted, you can bring the weight on top of your body. This also allows our nervous system to create that rested and held space. Okay, so be here in this shape. To end your practice and receive all that is coming.